to give information about the app, as well as some attribution to, now I just typed in gibberish, but you should have a message, right, saying I got all my icons from Flat Icon, so that Flat Icon can't sue you.
Right.
It's probably also a good idea to include instructions so that people know how the app works. And then, of course, the collection of the name, we talked about that in class. You could have just used the code that you used in the variable app to collect someone's name. For this part right here, this is optional, right? This is optional, but what I did was I said, I just want to make sure that the line width of 4 is being used in the label and also as the actual line width. So when the screen initialized, I said set the canvas line width to be whatever the value is for the variable called current width, and then take that label and go ahead and use whatever the value is, again, from the variable called current width. Now, the reason why I said this is optional is because in Designer View, you could have just clicked on Canvas, come down here at the line width and typed in the number 4, and then you could have went out to the width label, which I have right here, and you could have come down and in the text, you could have just typed in the number 4. Right? You could have done it that way, that's okay. All right, but what I did was I did both. Okay, any questions so far? All right.
Good.
This is code that you had already, right? How to take a button and use that button to change the paint color. So I had one for yellow, one for green, one for teal, or not teal, but magenta. Right, one of each.
Just to make it
If you had more, that's okay, but you needed at least 3. And then this section of the code, this was all given ahead of time, right, in the sample. So how to take a picture, how to make that picture the background of the canvas, how to remove the picture, how to remove only the lines, and then how to use your finger to draw a line on the canvas. All that code you had in the sample. All right, so I think we can move on to the part that was not in the sample. And that would be the plus and minus buttons. All right, so what I did was, for the plus button, the first thing has to be check to see if it's okay to increase the line width. So I said, all right, I've got the current line width, which is a variable. I have the max line width. If my current line width is less than the max, then it's okay to increase by 1. And that's what I did for the true statement. So check to see if the current line width, when the app starts, that's 4, is less than the max line width, which is 11. 4 is less than 11, so it's okay to take that current line width, which is 4, and add 1 to it so that it becomes 5. But that's only changing the variable. It's only updating the variable. You have to